This is my reading for our lovely Gemini for the third week of July, 2019. So if you have seen my channel before, please like, share and subscribe if you resonated with it. If you didn't, have a look at the other readings. There could be one that is a little bit more adapted to your birth chart. And we're going to have a little bit of a different format this week. I'm going to read as usual, but and with the spread that we're used to, but I'm going to use clarifiers if I feel the need to, and I'm going to read straight from the cards to demonstrate to you that I always read from intuition and from the heart. Of course, these cards have been imbued with Ho'oponopono practice and with Kundalini Reiki energy as well. And we have here the help of the 4 elements to support us, including my Ho'oponopono blue solar water charged, the Buddha of wisdom, and then some of the crystals that are supporting him, the chakra crystals, and my charged pendulum here. So if you actually need to have a little bit of a more personal reading, please don't hesitate to let me know. You have the address of my website in the description, and you can find some information on how to book it in there. You can also contact me per email simply and just drop me an email to ask when that would be suitable for you, and we can arrange that all. So so like I said, we're gonna have a different format this week. We're gonna work with our usual spread with the Hanson Roberts deck, like I'm used to. That is the deck that I read the most, the best from. And as a mantra for the end of the reading, we're going to pull a card from the Healing with the Fairies Oracle card deck. This one, to listen to what the fairies have to tell us for next week, and to have a little mantra and a reminder to get us through the week. So that's for the end of the reading. So for now, let's have a look at what Gemini are going to have to go through for the third week of July 2019. A first card that is coming out, and we're going to have a look at that one. I feel I have to go through this shuffling a little bit more. So the first card that came out is gonna give us the vibe of the week, and this is a card. This is the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords shows us that that the Gemini are going to be in a position where they feel that they are withholding something, and it's kind of killing them not to be able to say what is on their mind. They're going to feel isolated because of it, and that's going to be how this week is going to feel altogether. I'm just going to pull another card to clarify a little bit this one, and to give us a bit more idea as of what it's about. So here we have the High Priestess. So if we talk about if we see the High Priestess usually as a crowning card, that means that in order to get out of this isolation situation, out of this despair situation where we're not able to say what's our piece, or when we feel that we are having a big choice to make in terms of saying or not something, then the High Priestess is telling us to look at things from a very very practical way. So either black or white, and it's telling us to connect with our reason rather than our heart in that particular aspect. And remember to use our knowledge in order to be able to get out of this situation. I'm going to pull another card here, and this is the 6 of Cups. So this card is talking about the feelings. So as opposed to what I just said, this card is also telling you that maybe you will find some guidance coming from close friends or family family is coming to me as more importantly. So if you're seeking some advice, then you should come close to your brother or your sister. The person that you feel that you're the closest to could be a friend as well that feels like a brother or a sister. So this is to get out of that isolation. Maybe talk to one of them. Now for the Monday card, we have the Ten of Rods. And Ten of Rods talks about somebody who is finally achieving and bringing the fruit of his labor home. So that's on the work sphere. We're going to have some results coming up, and we are bringing all of that at home. It was a tough job, and this card is telling us that on Monday you're going to feel a bit burdened to kind of close everything that you have been starting in the work sphere. But this is a happy thing. This is there is a smile on the face of this old man carrying all these rods, and this is a card that says that you're going home as well. So you're bringing all of these results at home. This is achievement being brought home. On the Tuesday we have the Judgment. So another major arcana here. The Judgment is a call to action as well as the reminder that you are always starting new things. So we're going to start something anew, and let's have a look at what that is about. I'm just going to put a clarifier up again, and that is going to be about our creative life. So we are going to be called on Tuesday to have a look at our fantasy world, let's say, and in order to bring it to a new level, a new beginning, something is starting anew there. On the Wednesday we have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is talking about emotions. So we're going to have some emotional day on the Wednesday, but looking at it from my angle, I see a lot of water connection and a lot of connection with our inner, our childish emotion, inner child emotions. So that's what I feel is going to be the Wednesday. So you're going to be happily surprised probably on the Wednesday on the emotion department. So on Thursday we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords has something to say, and is taking action to say his piece. Whether or not it's hurting people, it doesn't care. Something has to come out. So that's what Thursday is going to feel like. And then on Friday we have the Knight of Cups this time. So the Knight of Cups is considering what he has been feeling like, and maybe starting to want to go in a different way. So maybe he's going to explore his feeling and his range of feelings. That's what Geminis are going to go through. So they're going to explore how possibly this is going to be. How is it possible that they are going to feel in a different way? So I'm going to pull out a clarifier again for that card. It's a little bit confusing to me. And this is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords says, if we're going to go on a journey about our feeling, the key is going to be to be very clear and maybe a little bit arrogant about how we express our feelings here. So Friday, be clear about what you want to feel and how you want to feel it. So Saturday we have another sword card. So that's the Three of Swords. And Saturday we're going to feel a little bit broken-hearted. Somebody has stabbed us in the heart and said something that really hurt us. So this card is also reminding you that you have a big heart, and heart is taking a lot of space in your life, Gemini. So you have to protect your heart a little bit. also Saturday, be aware of possibly be hurt by the words of someone. On Sunday, we have the Three of Rods, and the Three of Rods is somebody looking and already preparing for the week, the next week, the week that's coming after, having a look at the professional aspect of his life and considering, maybe taking the time to meditate on what can happen in like what can happen next on the professional aspect. We're gonna pull our 4 cards for advice. First of all, in the love department. So in the love life, our advice card is the Chariot. So we are recommended, Gemini, to take on a journey and try not to be black or white in your journey. Try to be a bit more open, and try to have a look at what other possibilities there are in your love life. Okay, so that's the love life card. For the personal card, we have the Six of Rods. Six of Rods is talking to us about coming home victorious on the professional level. So it's resonating with the card for the Monday. So that's what this card is about. It's actually advising you to feel proud about what you have accomplished. On the on the professional life, we have another major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is reminding you that you're very lucky to be in a position of work that is resonating with you and that works for you. So please enjoy it, and don't forget to enjoy that. And on the spiritual card, we have the Fool. And the Fool is talking about starting to explore this side of things. So maybe you are kind of focusing a bit much on the professional life at this moment in time, and the Fool is here to remind you to be a bit more open and naive about your the spiritual aspects as well, and to explore that and to start exploring it right now. So this is this week a little bit ahead. I hope it helps. It doesn't start, it starts like it's going to be, it starts telling us that you're going to have some feeling of isolation, and to look at it in the place of reason rather than in the place of heart, but also to seek advice from a family member. And we have gone through each day. If you need a bit more clarification, let me know. This is the deck that I was mentioning, the Healing with the Fairies deck, that's going to give us another card for the mantra of the week ahead. So I'm just quickly going to shuffle of this, and I'm going to pull a card for Gemini for the 3rd week of July. Right, this is a beautiful card, Happily Ever After. So this card, the fairies are reminding you to heal a bit better, that your fairy tale is gonna have a happy ending. So just to trust the process. So happily ever after means that you're going to be happy. So next week, remind yourself that there is no right or wrong. You're going to be happy through your life. So eventually, that's what's gonna happen. So again, this was the week for Gemini for the 3rd week of July. If you liked and resonate with this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Please leave your comments as well. I'm very interested in your feedback. If you want a bit more in-depth reading, if you have a specific question, or if you have something that needs to be looked at in your love life, or if there is something more on your career that you would like to have clarification and advice about, please have a look on my website. You have a few information on how to book it in there, or send me an email. There is the information about that in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed this week, and I wish you a very lovely week ahead that I'm sure you will have. Gemini. Thank you very much for watching. Talk to you again next week. Bye for now.